Your AI is lying to you. It forgets your rules. It gives you plausible but wrong answer, and it's wasting your time. This is what I call the 42% trap. Let me explain, because this is become really evident when you start using AI at an advanced level, when you start customizing your AI. So this is no theory. This is what's really happened to every single person that I know that is using AI at this advanced level. So even today, my AI created a 7-step plan that was 100% impossible to do. This is something that happen often, and there is a fix, there is a solution. Today we are going to look into those solutions and what we can do. But first we need to understand the problem. Okay, we've been told that by getting better with the prompt engineer, giving a better prompt, that will fix the problem. But this is a lie. Doesn't work like this. What we need to do is to become architect, like in the Injection movie. Inception, sorry, like in this Inception movie. There is this trick that they do in the movie that is our solution. So let's look into this. So the dreamer, like in the movie, this is our AI. This is, we call it dreamer because we can create a world where the AI can reason within. This is the correct thing to do. We architect in this world. So we allow AI to have places, logic, okay, and a really clear elements that we can use to rationale and do our work. Okay, that is the world that we build custom, so it makes sense, and the answer that we receive are really clear and make sense for us. So this world building is a must do. Now we build this within this dreamer, but there is a problem. Okay, unfortunately, this system is unstable. It's unstable because, like in the movie, there are projections. Those projections are these base model bleeding through. Is this average way of thinking of the AI? Is this AI giving you the most possible easy token? Okay, this is AI trying to not follow your instruction, forget them, and just giving you whatever AI thinks is the best solution. This is a constant problem that every one of us go through. There is a solution. There are actually different solutions that we can take. We're going to look into them, but let's understand how we can implement this AI trick. Sorry, it's a injection trick, which I keep saying wrong. Is Inception. That's the name of the movie, and the insection is what they do. Okay, but so this is what we're talking today is this is what I call it the layer 5. In the previous video we saw the other layers, but you should check them out. But layer 5 is about the protocols. Is where we say AI how it should behave in specific scenarios, which are really important if we want AI to become a good collaborator. So to help us do our work, it needs to know some specific protocol to actually achieve what we want. The protocol sometimes can be a various thing. Okay, each one of us create their own protocol, but it's a kind of let's call it rule of what AI should do in specific scenario, what AI should, in which way AI should think or interpret data, for example. So following this protocol is extremely important. And we need to architect the system in a way that is, for the AI, is gonna follow them. So by prompt, which is the thing that everybody's been doing, is basically, I call it tier 1 solution, and this is give a 58% success rate. So it's not really stable. Okay, when we prompt, follow those principle, that is the reality. 58% chance that is gonna follow. Then you can, the tier 2, it's a way to create a smarter sort of trap to keep the AI follow this. And this is simple and is effective in the sense it brings the success rate to 75%. Basically, you ask the dreamer, this AI, to check on itself. Don't forget to follow the protocol. Please follow these protocols. You must follow those protocols. So this kind of prompt, the kind of force the AI to check on itself and do it. But it's like tell a dreamer not to listen and be careful to those projections. It's efficient, I mean, improves, but it's not the solution. It's a 75% success rate that is better than before, but it's not good enough. Okay, then there is the tier 3. This is what I call it the guardrail. So tier 3 gives us roughly a 90% success rate, which is much, much better. And this is created by software. So there is a way to connect basically a software, a plugin, let's say, that help AI to check on those protocol. They are kind of forcing the AI to follow this through code. It's pretty efficient, and it's let's call it a cheaper way than the tier 4. So improves a lot. 90% is pretty good. I tried. It's not easy, and it's yeah, it's not easy. Okay, so and it's not a final solution. Also, the tier 4 is basically what I call it the brainwash. So what you do with this brainwashing of the AI, you achieve a 98% success rate, which is pretty good. Okay, it's better than probably humans. So what you do is the brainwash is what I call it fine tuning. Okay, fine tuning is teaching AI to think in a specific way. So it's the next possible token is the one of the protocol. Okay, basically AI it's forget about everything else and it's really biased towards following the rules. This is give a really high success rate, but there are some challenges with it. Okay, first of all, it's expensive to train an AI. Second, you need to run it on your computer and it's pretty expensive. You can run it on the cloud, but still there's money involved and technical problems and so on. There are solutions, and this world is getting better and better, so it's always worth checking. But those are the 4 tiers that we can do. Okay, now what about what you can do, what I can do? Okay, so my plan here is a weird one. Okay, because there are different options. The AI is evolving really fast. We are probably within the end of the year, we're gonna see Gemini 3.0 coming out and ChatGPT 6 coming out. So the hope is that this model are gonna be more capable, more to follow the instruction, because at the moment they're not doing it. Okay, so and actually ChatGPT 5 is doing a mess about this. The idea is we can wait and see if those models give us a more stable system, and that would be the paradise solution, because the cost won't change anything for us and it's easy to implement and means that we can fortify the system through prompting. And so there is a second path that is the fine tuning. The fine tuning is, like I said, is 98% rate solution. So if you've been fine tuning, you know all of this, and you know the challenge connected, the cost and the limits. Okay, so it costs fine tuning. You need a powerful computer to run it locally. So and you need the skill to be able to fine tune your AI. What I want to do with ResonantOS, my idea is wait and see. First of all, wait and see this Gemini 3.0 if come out, if it's good for us. Then wait for see if there are better open source model, LLM model, and more powerful computer. Because the model that you can run on your computer are not powerful enough to run a complex system like a ResonantOS. In the sense, they can run it, okay, but because it's complex, what we ask it to do, that if the fine tuning is not perfect, if we add some more elements, it's become completely unstable. So the third way, the third path that is possible to do, that I'm going to do for my ResonantOS and for the community, is to create a kind of ResonantOS Pro app. That means the fine tuning is done on a bigger model, and much bigger model, And then, because nobody can run it on locally as such a big model, that the AI is going to run on the cloud. But that means we will need to subscribe basically to this Resonant OS, me included, subscribe to this Resonant OS so we can have it running on our machines. That is probably the long-term strategy. Okay, creating this system that you can still customize with the 5 different tiers, like we always wanted to do, with 5 different layers. But the point here is it's a next step. It's a really massive investment in time and in energy, and it's huge. Okay, so now let's first of all, I would like to know if you've been experiencing this, if you saw this AI bleeding through your system and breaking your beautiful system that you created, and yeah, then let me know also if you would be interested to a kind of Resonant OS Pro version. And yeah, of course, like and subscribe. And first, don't go away. There is always a companion blog post where we go a deep dive, where you can read about all of this with clarity and link to the different solution that I'm suggesting. Thanks for staying until now, and see you next time. Ciao.